What's up, guys? Double Shot J. I'm going to be doing another movie review. Um, I'm going to be reviewing a movie. It's an Australian movie, um, and it's titled Black Water. It came out in the year 2007. Um, and when I went into it, I was basically thinking of movies like Anaconda, uh, Alligator, Crocodile, them type of movies. But I ended up getting more of the reef, open water, them kind of movies. Um, so yeah, I mean, I like both kinds. I'm bit. I really like giant animal movies, and I really like I really like the reef. Um, so yeah, it's basically about a group of there's an older sister, a younger sister, and the older sister's boyfriend, and they get a Australian tour boat guy to take them into the swamp to do some fishing, and their boat gets tipped over, and there's a crocodile in the swamp, and they climb up onto the trees, and it's basically one of the movies where they're trying to figure out how to get out of the situation. Um, Now, this movie to me felt like it had some potential. It was decent, but there was problems with I don't know. So it drug at times. The crocodile didn't feel as threatening as I wanted it to. I think that has to do with them not showing it too much and not really you're not really getting a sense that um, of how dangerous it is. Um, but when they did show the crocodile, it was really good. They didn't really show it too much towards the end of the movie. They don't really show any of the action that happens. I think it was kind of low budget. Another problem is with the writing. It feels like it drags at times because the dialogue isn't the greatest, and they don't make it you know for three people sitting in a tree. You have to make the characters interesting and be able to have good conversations that you can get into. There wasn't much of that. It was kind of slow, but it was decent. I wasn't too disappointed with it. I don't own it. So if I would have bought it and then watched it, I wouldn't have been disappointed. I would have thought it was okay. I probably wouldn't buy it now because it's one of them movies that once you see, there's really never another reason to go back and watch it again. Um, there was some intense moments with the crocodile. The acting was some of two of the characters were really good in my opinion. The other one not so much. Um, it was okay with the acting. And the cast is really small. There's only like five people in it, and one of the persons right at the beginning, and you never see him again. Um, yeah, so there's not many people in it. It feels real low budget. But it was definitely a decent movie. The For the crocodile was probably the shining point. It looked really real. I don't know if they used how much CGI or how much they used, but what they did use, if they did use any, was really believable. I really didn't notice anything. I was kind of tired watching it, but I was able to stay up and not fall asleep. So even though the slow parts were pretty slow. Um, what else? Oh yeah, the guy who directed this is also one. There's two people who directed this. One of the guys also directed The Reef, about people in Australia getting attacked by sharks. And that was actually I really liked that one, and you could kind of tell that they're the same style of movies, and the guy probably that he did this one first, and he probably learned a little bit from making this movie and made the Reef better. Um, so yeah, it definitely had potential. I think the main problems was just the some of the writing wasn't that good to keep you entertained, um, and uh, the crocodile wasn't there enough. I don't know if they could have afforded to do it or they just decided not to, but it would have been nice to see the crocodile a little bit more. Um, Another good thing about it though is the location. Like it really feels, I don't know if they actually shot it where they're supposed to be at in the movie, but it looked really good in the swamp and stuff. So that was pretty cool. This is gonna be a pretty short review because there's not really much to say about three people hanging out in a tree, scared of a crocodile. There was some problems with some of the decisions that the characters made. I didn't really uh, stuff that I wouldn't do. But there always is in these kind of movies. You think you'll do one thing, and characters do another. Just kind of have to accept that. I wouldn't watch this movie if you don't like slow, the reef, open water style movies. Um, which I didn't really like open water too much, but I really did like the reef. Another one that comes to mind is kind of like Frozen because they're stuck in some place. See, Frozen did it right with the dialogue. When they're stuck in the chair for so long, you know, the dialogue is really what keeps the movie moving when there's not action. And this movie could have used some of that. But anyway, that's pretty much my review on uh, Dark Water. Pretty decent. And you know, it's okay. I would check it out if you like these kind of movies. If you don't, I'd probably stay away. Don't spend a lot of money on it. It's not worth it. $5 probably. And that's pretty much my review. Peace out.